Hey, how's it going? Good. Welcome to the gaming store. What can I help you with today? You're looking for a new console? Maybe a PlayStation? Maybe a Nintendo Switch? Not really sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so personally, I would recommend the Nintendo Switch. Yes, it is probably my favorite console of all time. Yeah, so one of the things that I really like about it is that it is 100% portable, which is rare for some of the more popular consoles. This console has also been breaking a lot of records with sales and how many units sold and stuff like that. Yes, so it is a big deal. And personally, when they first came out, I didn't want one. I had a Wii U, which it's embarrassing to say now. But I had a Wii U, and I was like, I don't need a Nintendo Switch. And then I got one, and instantly sold my Wii U. Okay, they're really awesome, and there's just so many things to love about it. So, would you like to take a look at one? Okay, let me grab one really quick. Okay, so here is the Nintendo Switch with black Joy-Cons. And Joy-Cons are just the controllers, so this controller and this controller. And there are certain games out there that are two-player, and you can use the controllers individually. So technically, the Nintendo Switch comes with two controllers. Yes. And so, if we look on the other side, you can see the Nintendo Switch dock, and you can also see the grip that it comes with that you put the controllers in. So when it is docked and the controllers are in it, it charges the controllers, which is super cool. And when it is docked, that is when you can play on the TV. Okay. Yes, so it is very cool. And if you just look on the side, if you can see, you can see kind of how it all works. You can see it being used in handheld mode. You can see it being used with the two controllers detached. Then there's also a tabletop mode with a little stand that comes out of the back of the console. So you can use it literally anywhere. So these do cost around $300, which, if you ask me, is a steal of a deal. Yes. There's a few other pictures on this side that you might be able to see. And I can show you the console right now, out of the box. So let me take it out really quick. this is what it looks like out of the box. Okay. And this is the back. And it says Nintendo Switch. Okay. And here we have the power button and the volume buttons, as well as the headphone jack and the card slot. Okay. And so just hold it like this when it is in handheld mode. And it's very cool. So I will show you how to take off the Joy-Cons. So there's a little button on the back. And you just push the button and then you slide it off, okay? So just like that, okay? And then it looks like this. So if you look on the side, there are two little buttons, okay? So you can play it like this, or they do come with these little, they kind of just are little buttons that go over this. So I will show you. Okay. So you just take the Joy-Con and slide that on, and it clicks. Then you lock it. So that is pretty much your little controller. Okay. And there's a wrist strap to make sure that you do not throw it across the room. Because we've all done that playing the Wii, bowling. Okay. And so what this does is it just helps so that there's, if you can see, it's like there's two little buttons on there now. So it's just easier to press the buttons on the Joy-Con itself. And it's safer with the wrist strap, okay? That's pretty much it. And so you would hold it this way, and then each person has a joystick and then 4 buttons. So it is very cool, okay? Anyway, I will show you all the controller options possible. And it's just really cool to me how versatile this console is. So and then just slide it back on and it'll click just like that. Okay, cool. Okay, and there are also other color options for the Joy-Cons. So this is the neon blue and neon red colors, and I really love these. My Nintendo Switch came with the black ones, and then I bought these later to play Super Smash Bros, which is such a good game. Okay, so I think that we have about 6 or 8 different colors. There's also a green and a pink one that come together. And then there are, I think it's like yellow and tan. Those are for a limited time for a certain game. So, yeah. And on the back, you can just see the different ways to use them, of course. So, we also sell the Nintendo Switch with these ones included, okay? So, whatever you want, you can think about it. And I'll show you what they look like when they are in the controller grip thing. I'll show you. Okay, so this is what they look like connected to the grip. And they just slide in and out, of course. And this is just how you would hold it. It makes it easier to grip and play certain games like Fortnite and shooter games and stuff. They're a lot easier. Or you could take both of them out and just have one in each hand, whatever you want. So that's what they look like. And of course, they slide out. Okay. So really cool. And the last controller that I'm going to show you, I know there's so many controllers and options. This is the only controller option that is not the Joy-Cons, okay? And this is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And this one is my favorite, honestly. I just barely got it recently. The thing that is nice about this controller is that it is very comfortable. It fits really well in your hand, and it has all the buttons that both Joy-Cons have, of course. And the buttons are much bigger. And the joysticks, they rotate a lot more. They have a lot more area and room to rotate. And so, I personally got this for Fortnite. I'm addicted to Fortnite, as most people are. And so, my aim was just way better when I got the Pro controller, and my kills went up, okay? So, I love this. It comes with a USB type of charger. The same kind that the Nintendo Switch charger is, basically. And it just plugs into the back of the Switch and into the controller. And the impressive thing is that this includes a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that can last about 40 hours on a single charge. So, it is pretty crazy. You can use this for days without recharging it. I don't know when they made that technology, but they need to hit Apple up, okay? Because my phone only lasts like 10 minutes on a charge. Okay. And this does cost the same amount as a pair of Joy-Cons, so. Okay. Would you like to look at some of our games? Yeah? Okay. And then after that, we can look at some case options if you're interested. Yeah, I would recommend a case. They're very helpful, and I've had experiences, and I have 2 different types, so I can show you. Okay? Alright, let's look at some of the games. This first game is Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. And this is a very popular game. It's been rated one of the top games of 2017, I believe. If you've ever played a Zelda game, they're an adventure type game, okay? And what's really impressive about this game is how open and free you feel when you play the game. you can pretty much do anything in any order you want, and it's just a huge open world. And there's enemies, and you get different weapons, and it is an amazing, amazing, amazing game. Okay, so I've beat it once, and I'm beating it a second time right now. That's how much I love it, and you can really not get bored with this game. You will spend hours doing so many things in this game, okay? So, it's a bestseller. Okay, this is a newer game that just recently came out a couple months ago. And it is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is the newest Super Smash Bros. And it is sold 3 million copies the day it was sold, I believe. Which is crazy. And it's just a fighting game. And you can be all different types of characters from a bunch of different Nintendo games. Okay. So you can see there is Link from Zelda. There's Star Fox, Kirby, Samus. There is Sonic. There is just a lot of characters. There's different types of Pokemon you can be. And it's a very simple game to play. And the goal is just to kill as many people as possible. Basically, okay? So, honestly, one of the best games out there, and I would say one of the most popular games on Switch as of now. Okay. Let's see. This is also another really popular game. It is Super Mario Odyssey. It's an adventure game similar to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But clearly they're way different. It's just they're adventure games, and they're kind of like free roaming. I think that's what they're called, where you can just explore. And there's different bosses and just a lot of new things you can do in this Mario game. I grew up playing Super Mario 64, and that game is one of my favorite games of all time to this day. Okay, love that game. So this one just, I mean, they're kind of similar. You're Mario and you try to get stars and stuff like that, except they're called moons in this game. And yeah, trying to save Peach from Bowser. But the graphics are great, and it's a very, very fun game. Okay. Okay, and this is the first game that I got with my Nintendo Switch. It is Pokken Tournament XD. So it is a Pokemon fighting game, and it is a stamina-based fighting game. So it's like you have health, and you try to get the opponent's health down as quick as possible, as opposed to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is based on just trying to get the person off the stage. Okay. The thing about this game, there's much less characters to fight with. There's probably like 15 or something, I don't remember exactly. But they all have very unique moves, whereas Super Smash Bros. There's like 75 characters. But some of them have really similar qualities and attacks. It's still really fun, great graphics. You can play online, and it's 2-player. And Super Smash Bros. Is 8-player. I know, it's incredible. Okay, this last game I'm going to show you is a really fun, chill, multiplayer game. And it is Mario Party. Super Mario Party, I guess you should say. I don't know what number, like, this is like 9 or 10 or something like that. And so, you each get a Joy-Con, you and your 4 friends, and you can do team battles, or basically the premise is that you are on it's like a board game, but it's a video game. And there's different challenges, and you can work as teams, and the goal is to get as many stars as possible. And then you can choose how many turns each match is, and it's very fun, especially with a lot of people. It's a really great game, and they've added a lot of new content to this game. Okay, so alright, so that is the Nintendo Switch for you. Let's go ahead and look at some cases really quick. Okay. Alright. So this is the smaller case. This one fits the Nintendo Switch console. And you can fit 4 Joy-Cons in it. Okay, let's open it up. So, the Nintendo Switch goes right here, and there's little elastic straps to hold it down. And you can fit 8 games in there in these slots. And there's a little net that you can hold Joy-Cons or a USB cable or whatever you want. So it's a smaller case. And I used this case for about a year. Just recently got a bigger one. And so this one's good for traveling, especially when you don't want to bring the whole console. Okay. I'll show you the next case. So this is a much bigger case, but it holds a lot more. I can fit all of my Nintendo Switch stuff in here. So the other day, I went to a friend's house, and they all wanted to play Super Smash Bros. And I was able to bring all my controllers, and the console, and the dock, so that we could play on the TV and everything. So let's open it up. Okay. comes with these little pouches that you can put your chargers or your Joy-Cons or your USB cables in. And it comes with these little cases that you can carry games in. There are 2 of these, and you can also carry micro SD cards for more memory on your Switch. It comes with a little cleaning cloth. Okay. And let me set this stuff aside really quick. And as you can see, there is a space for a Pro controller, or you can put some Joy-Cons in there with the grip attached. This section is for the dock, the Nintendo Switch dock. Okay. And then the console itself goes in this bottom slot. And you can leave the Joy-Cons attached, so you have some more room for other things. Then there's these little pockets on the side, as you can see. And I usually just put the games in there with the cables. So, okay. So I love this case. Alright, let's close it up. So now that you've seen pretty much everything the Nintendo Switch has to offer, what would you like to do? Yeah? You want the console with the black Joy-Cons? Okay. And any games? Fortnite? Okay, yeah, so if you log in, you make an account with the Nintendo Switch, you have to go into the eShop, which is like, it's kind of like the App Store, but for video games for Nintendo Switch. And Fortnite is on there, and Fortnite is 100% free, so don't worry about that. And of course, with Fortnite, getting the Pro controller would make it a lot more easier, in my opinion, to play and get kills and have more fun. Okay, so whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, so you want the Pro controller. Okay, love that. Yeah, and Breath of the Wild, you said, right? Okay, honestly, such a good choice. I support you. Okay. Well, I will grab those things, and you can meet me right over there, and I will check you out. Okay. Perfect. I'm like really excited for you. Like seeing other people get like a Nintendo Switch. I'm just excited to see if they like it as much as I do. So I think you'll love it. Okay. And you can play anything, anywhere. So it'll be great. Alright. I'll meet you at the counter in just a sec, okay? Perfect.